I really don't care what happens to her at all. I don't care. Like, everybody they tiptoe around with this social media. But what y'all don't get is that it be real consequence for y'all little flexes, y'all quick flexes for $300 that you need. It be consequences.
I'm gonna get my back blown out in peace. You think I got time to talk about a divorce that's a year old?
Teyana Taylor has been caught on tape, and not just any tape. These are private phone recordings where she's allegedly begging Aaron to leave his girlfriend for her. What does this mean for Teyana's reputation? Why is she trying to break up Aaron's relationship? You won't believe what these recordings reveal. The phone recordings that leaked online have caused an immediate stir. In them, Teyana Taylor is heard having an intense and emotional conversation with Aaron, who is reportedly in a committed relationship with someone else. In the recording, Teyana is begging Aaron to leave his girlfriend and be with her. The tone of her voice is desperate, and fans are shocked by how emotional she sounds. But how did these private recordings get out? Who is behind the leak, and why now? The timing of the release is as suspicious as the content itself. Is this all an elaborate setup or a betrayal from someone close to Teyana? The questions just keep multiplying. And now, the world is watching as the drama unfolds. Teyana Taylor has always been seen as a strong and independent woman, but these recordings could change everything. Fans are questioning her intentions. Is Teyana's emotional plea an act of genuine love? Or is she trying to sabotage Aaron's relationship? For her own benefit? Could this leak damage Teyana's public image? She has always been careful to maintain her personal life out of the public eye, but now she's in the center of a storm. Some people believe that Teyana might have thought Aaron would leave his girlfriend for her, but was she too emotionally invested in this relationship? Could this be a case of unrequited love? The thing is, Teyana has always kept her life private. She's been a star, sure, but she's rarely given us a peek into her personal emotions. And now, here she is, exposed, emotionally raw and caught up in a tangled situation. Is it love or obsession? Fans have flooded social media with their thoughts, and the reactions are mixed. Some people are sympathizing with Teyana, believing she was just pushing for the man she wanted. After all, emotions can be unpredictable. If she thought there was something real between them, maybe she was just fighting for what she believed could be. Others, however, are critical of her behavior, with many questioning why she would try to interfere with Aaron's current relationship. Some are calling it manipulative, while others wonder if there's something deeper beneath the surface. The speculation is intense. Is there a deeper reason behind Teyana's desperation, or is it just a case of one-sided obsession? Fans are also wondering if this could be a publicity stunt, or if Teyana is secretly trying to get Aaron's attention for future projects. Could this be a clever tactic to keep her name in the headlines? Or maybe she really did want to be with Aaron. And let's not forget Aaron's girlfriend. Will she stay with him now that these recordings have come to light? Could she dump him because of Teyana's alleged interference? Only time will tell, but the speculation is rife. What does Aaron think about the leak? So far, there has been no public statement from him about the recordings. Fans are anxious to know how Aaron will respond. Will Aaron choose to stay with his current girlfriend despite Teyana's emotional plea, or will he be swayed by the vulnerability and urgency behind Teyana's recent actions? That question has now become the centerpiece of the unfolding drama that has captured public attention and sparked endless speculation across social media platforms. Aaron has always maintained a reputation for keeping his private life under wraps, carefully curating what the public sees and what remains behind closed doors. But with the recent leak of a deeply personal recording, where Teyana reportedly expresses raw emotion and hints at wanting to rekindle something, the pressure for Aaron to publicly address his relationship status has intensified. The silence from his end is growing louder by the day, and for fans and followers alike, it's no longer something they're willing to ignore. The lack of a statement from Aaron is beginning to raise more questions than answers. What does his continued silence say about where his heart really is? Does his refusal to comment suggest he's made his decision and is choosing to quietly stand by his girlfriend? Or is he, like many in his situation, internally torn, trying to sort through the wreckage of a very public and very personal emotional storm? While no one can know for certain what Aaron is feeling, the longer he stays quiet, the more room there is for interpretation, speculation, and gossip. Every move he makes or doesn't make is being watched, analyzed, and assigned meaning. What complicates things even further is the position of Aaron's girlfriend, who is now thrust into the public eye without having asked for any of this attention. She was, by all accounts, living a relatively quiet and private life with Aaron before the leak. Now, she's at the center of an emotional and very public triangle, trying to process what the world just heard. An intimate confession from her boyfriend's ex. Sources close to her have shared that she's heartbroken. Hearing the recordings shook her confidence, leaving her questioning not just Aaron's relationship with Teyana, but also his honesty and commitment to her. There's a sense of betrayal lingering, not necessarily because Aaron said or did something explicitly wrong, but because of the emotional weight carried in Teyana's voice and the uncertainty around Aaron's reaction to it. Trust, once cracked, is difficult to repair. And now the world is watching to see what Aaron's girlfriend will do. Will she choose to stay and fight for her relationship, even if that means accepting that Teyana still holds a piece of Aaron's heart? Or will this leak be the final straw, the moment that pushes her to walk away from a relationship that no longer feels secure? People close to her say she's weighing her options, but the pain is real. No one wants to feel like they're competing with a ghost of a past relationship, especially one as emotionally charged as Aaron and Teyana's seems to have been. Amid all this chaos, another theory has begun circulating online, one that paints Teyana in a more calculated light. Some fans are now speculating that the recording may not have been leaked accidentally. According to this theory, Teyana may have deliberately released the private conversation in a last-ditch effort to break up Aaron and his current girlfriend. Perhaps she believed that hearing her emotional plea might plant doubt in the girlfriend's mind, or even reignite old feelings in Aaron. It's a bold accusation, and one that has divided the public. Was this a strategic move disguised as vulnerability? Or was it a genuine cry from someone still holding on to unresolved emotions? If the intention was to drive a wedge between Aaron and his girlfriend, it may have worked, at least temporarily. But if it was an attempt to bring Aaron back, it may have backfired just as quickly. Public opinion is split. While some believe Teyana's actions stem from a place of genuine heartbreak, others view them as selfish and disrespectful. They argue that dragging someone else into her emotional mess, especially someone who had no role in her past with Aaron, is unfair and cruel. To these fans, Teyana crossed a line, one that may cost her both public support and any chance of reconciliation. Still, a significant number of fans are rooting for a reunion. They point to the undeniable chemistry between Teyana and Aaron, the way they once looked at each other in public appearances, the creative and personal synergy they shared. For them, the emotional weight in Teyana's voice during the recording is proof of a love that never truly ended. These fans see the leak not as manipulation, but as a moment of vulnerability, a brave, if flawed, attempt to speak from the heart and reclaim something that still matters. The reality is, we don't know what Aaron will do. He may already have made his decision behind closed doors and is simply choosing to deal with it privately, away from the noise. Or he may still be processing everything, trying to balance his past with Teyana, his present with his girlfriend, and the future he wants for himself. It's a complex situation with no easy answers, and every option comes with emotional consequences. What we do know is that the leak has changed everything. The public is now invested in Aaron's next move, and the window for silence is slowly closing. Whether he speaks out, makes a public appearance with his girlfriend, or eventually reconnects with Teyana, the story is no longer just his. It's a narrative being shaped by thousands of opinions, interpretations, and projections. Could this be the beginning of something new between Teyana and Aaron? Is this their second chance, born out of heartbreak and hard lessons? Or has the damage already gone too far, leaving behind only awkwardness and emotional debris? Fans are divided. Some are hoping for reconciliation, believing in the idea that true love can survive even the worst missteps. Others think this chapter needs to end, for everyone's peace and dignity. One thing is certain, nothing about this situation is black and white. Emotions are messy, relationships are complicated, and love doesn't always follow logic. As Aaron, Teyana and his girlfriend navigate this highly public and deeply personal situation, the world will continue watching, waiting to see which direction the story goes next. Will Teyana back off, or will she continue to fight for Aaron? Is this just the beginning of a much larger saga? What do you think about these shocking phone recordings? Was Teyana wrong for trying to break up Aaron's relationship, or was she simply fighting for the man she loves? Let us know what you think in the comments. Don't forget to like this video if you're shocked by this bombshell, and subscribe to stay updated on what happens next in this love triangle drama. We'll be following every twist and turn, so stay tuned for more updates on Teyana, Aaron, and the rest of the scandal.